students, welcome back to our chemistry online class. Next week you are going to write your exam, right? So before that we should revise some portions. So here 7th lesson book back questions, many of them not completed. So that portions only today I am going to revise it. Okay, those who not completed you can complete it now. Okay, others you can listen here. Okay. So 7th lesson book back questions today I am going to explain. Okay, so one more questions, everything we can see later. Okay, now we can see the short answers, long answers and hot questions. Okay, problems we are going to see now. Okay, see Roman letter 7 long answer question answer. Okay, page number 104, unit 7, page number 104, Roman letter 7 long answers. First question. See the question, calculate the number of water molecule present in one drop of water. Okay, calculate the number of water molecule present in one drop of water which weight is 0.18 gram. Here what we are going to find out, calculate the number of water molecules. So to find out the number of molecules we have two formulas, right? What is the formula? Number of molecule is equal to number of moles into Avogadro number. To find out the number of molecules we don't have any separate formula. For number of moles we studied 4 formulas, right? What are the formulas? Mass by atomic mass, mass by molecular mass, then number of atoms divided by Avogadro number of molecules divided by Avogadro number. From that formula only we are going to use this number of molecules. Okay, so number of molecules, what is the formula? Number of mole into Avogadro number. This one only we are going to find out. So see this formula, number of mole into Avogadro number. Avogadro number we know, right? We everyone know. The number of mole we don't know, so that value first we need to find out. Okay, so that number of moles is equal to, what is the formula? Mass by atomic mass or molecular mass. Here which one we need to use? Molecular mass, because water is a compound, right? H2O, right? It is a compound, it is a molecule. So we need to use this molecular mass formula. So mass by molecular mass. Mass means that weight. Okay, water weight it was given in your question. What is the weight? 0.18 divided by molar mass you need to find out. So how you can find out for water molecular mass? How many hydrogens? 2 hydrogen, right? So hydrogen mass number is 1. Okay, so 1 into 2 hydrogens plus how many oxygen? 1 oxygen. So 1 into oxygen mass number 16. You get 2 plus 16, we will get 18. Okay, so molecular mass of water is 18. You all know this way, right? How to find out molecular mass. So molecular mass is 18. Okay, you will get 0.01 mole. So number of mole we found now, right? So number of mole value 0.01 into Avogadro number. What is Avogadro number? 6.023 into 10 power 23. Okay, so when we are multiplying we will get 0.06. 23 into 10 power 23. This is the answer, or you can write, or one more way also can use to write. So we need to remove this point. We can remove after 2 decimal. So we will get 6.023 into 10 power. Here 23 is there, no? Here we are we exchange this point, right? So 1 decimal after we exchange it, right? 1 digit after we exchange it. Okay, 0 has no value. Okay, so leave it. Then this 1 digit after we are remove this point. So this 23 is changed into 24. Okay, this one also you can write, or you can write this one. That is your choice. Okay. Have you understood this problem? So number of molecules we need to find out. So first, before that we are going to find out number of moles. So moles formula, mass by molecular mass. we got 0.01 and we need to apply these values. We will get 0.06023 into 10 power 23. Why I said this point means many gate they used this way only. Okay, so this much only enough. Okay, then next see the second question. N2 plus 3H2 gives 2N3. The atomic mass of nitrogen is 14 and that hydrogen is 1. So 1 mole of nitrogen is dash gram. Can you say 1 mole of nitrogen? See, N2 plus 3H2 gives NH3. 2NH3. This is the question. So here what we are going to find out? 1 mole of nitrogen. Nitrogen this is 1 mole of nitrogen. So 1 mole of nitrogen, 1 mole they will mention the left side. Okay, mole value they will mention in a left side. Okay, so here how many mole? 1 mole. So 1 mole of nitrogen contains what's the gram? Okay, so how we can find out 1 mole of nitrogen, right? So 1 into nitrogen, how many nitrogen is there? 2 nitrogen is there. Actually nitrogen mass number is 14. Okay, so 14 into 2 how much? 14 into 2 28, right? 14 into 2 28. So 28 into 1 28 gram. Have you understood? So here the first answer is 1 mole of nitrogen is 28 gram. 1 mole of nitrogen is 28 gram. And see the second question. 3 moles of hydrogen. 3 moles of hydrogen contains dash gram. So 3 into hydrogen mass number 1. So how many hydrogen given? 2. So 1 into 2, 2. 2 into 3, 6. So hydrogen gram 6. Okay. Like that can find out 2 moles of ammonia. NH3 means ammonia. How many moles are ammonia? 2 moles. So first we can find out NH3. Okay, now you no need to take this 2. Okay, first we can find out the value for this NH3. How many nitrogens? 1 nitrogen. So 1 into nitrogen mass number 14, right? Plus 3 hydrogens. So 3 into hydrogen mass number 1. Okay, so 14 plus 3. 14 plus 3 how much? 17. Okay, 17 into how many moles of ammonia? So this is ammonia value, and ammonia, how many moles of ammonia? 2 moles of. So 17 into 2 we will get 34. Okay, so how many moles, how many grams of ammonia is present in 2 mole of NH3? 34 gram of ammonia. So first dash you should write 28 gram, second dash 6 gram, third dash 34 gram. Okay. Then third question, calculate the number of moles in 27 gram of aluminium. This one already we marked, I think. So once again you can listen here. Say 27 gram of aluminium. 27 gram of aluminium. So aluminium atomic mass is 27. Okay, aluminium atomic mass is 27. What we are going to find out? Number of moles. So number of moles, what is the formula? Mass by atomic mass. Okay, aluminium, it is an atom, right? So mass by atomic mass. Mass value 27 divided by atomic mass 27. You will get 1 mole. Okay, answer 1 mole. See the same question, second part. 1.51 into 10 power 23 molecules of NH4Cl. NH4Cl, that means ammonium chloride, NH4Cl. So calculate the number of moles. Okay, which formula we can apply here? Into 10 power 23 they given, and one compound is given. So which formula we can apply? Number of moles. Number of moles is equal to number of molecules. Molecule only they given in your question, right? So number of molecule divided by Avogadro number. So first you should write the formula. Okay, number of moles is equal to number of molecule divided by Avogadro number. So number of molecule how much? 1.5 into 10 power 23. Okay, divided by 6.023 into 10 power 23. Here I written. Listen. So then 10 power 23 and 10 power 23 cancel, and we need to remove this decimal. For that we are multiply with 100. Okay, so we will get this value. When we are cancelling, we will get 0.25 mole. Have you understood these two questions? Then fourth and fifth question, theory part, already we marked, right? Modern atomic theory and relationship between relative molecular mass and vapor density. These two are very important questions. Okay, give more importance for these two questions. Then hard question, Roman letter 8. Roman letter 8, hard questions. So see the first question, calcium carbonate is decomposed on heating in the following reaction. Calcium carbonate, when heat calcium carbonate, it will decompose, it will form calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. See the first question, how many moles of calcium carbonate are involved in this reaction? So how many moles of calcium carbonate involved in this reaction? See the left side, calcium carbonate left side, did any number is marking there? No. So no number means we can consider as, we can take as 1. Okay, so how many moles of calcium carbonate? 1. So near that question you can write down the answer 1. 1 mole of calcium carbonate. Then see the second question, calculate the gram molecular mass of calcium carbonate involved in this reaction. You know how to find out the gram molecular mass, right? So how we can find out for calcium carbonate molecular mass? First we can take as calcium. Calcium mass number is 40, right? Calcium mass number is 40. How many calciums are there? 1. So 1 into 40 plus then carbon. Okay, how many carbon is there? 1 carbon. Okay, not 3. This 3 is for oxygen. Okay, so how many carbon? Only 1 carbon. So 1 into carbon mass number 12 plus how many oxygens? 3. So 3 into oxygen mass number 16. Okay, then 40 plus 12 plus 48. Okay, we will get 100 gram. Okay, 100 gram of calcium carbonate. So second answer, you can write it 100 gram. Then third answer, how many moles of carbon dioxide are in this equation? How many moles of carbon dioxide can you say? Only 1. Okay, here no number, no, so we can consider as 1. 1 carbon dioxide. Have you understood? So this hard question, first one answer 1, second one answer 100, third one answer 1. Okay. Then Roman letters 9. Solve the problem. Roman letter 9. Roman letter 9. Here see the first question. 2 moles of hydrogen molecule. How many grams are there in 2 moles of hydrogen molecule? So we need to find out weight. Okay, gram, that means mass. So to find out the mass, which formula we can use? Number of mole into molecular mass. That means number of mole is equal to mass by molecular mass, right? So from that only we took this formula. Mass by mass is equal to number of mole into molecular mass. The number of moles given in the question, 2 moles of hydrogen, right? So 2, number of moles 2, then 2 into molecular mass, hydrogen, 2 into hydrogen. So hydrogen molecular mass we need to find out. Here how many hydrogens? 2 hydrogens. So hydrogen mass number is 1. So 1 into 2, 2. Okay, 2 into 2, 4. So totally how many grams of grams present in H2 molecule? 4 grams. Okay, then like that only next problem also. So 3 moles of chlorine molecule. See, 3 moles of chlorine molecule. The same formula, first step you should write. Okay, so mass is equal to number of mole into molecular mass. The number of moles how much? 3. So 3 into molecular mass, chlorine mass is 35.5 5. Okay, chlorine mass number is 35.5 into how many chlorine? 2. Okay, so 3 into 70. We will get 210. So second one answer 210. Some guide they given 212 like that. So this is the correct answer because chlorine mass number is 35.5. Okay. And then third one, 5 moles of sulfur molecule. 5 moles of sulfur molecule, S8. So same way only we are going to follow. Same formula you should write. The number of moles how much? 5 into 8 sulfur. 8 into sulfur mass number 32. Okay, sulfur mass number 32. So 32 into 8. 8 2s are 16. 8 3s are 24. 25. Okay, 265 plus 5. Okay. So 5 moles of sulfur molecule. 5 moles of sulfur molecule. 5 into 256. You can find out. 5 6 are 30, 25, 28, 10. So you will get the answer 1280 gram of what? What they given in your question? Sulfur. Okay. Then see the next one, 4 mole of phosphorus molecule. 4 mole of phosphorus molecule, P4. Phosphorus value, third mass value 31. So 31 into 4. 31 into 4 will get 124. And 4 moles, right? So 124 into 4. We will get the answer 496. Have you understood? 496. So once again I am saying the answer. First one, Roman letter 9, first one. What is the answer? 2 moles of hydrogen, 4. Then second one answer, this one 210. And third one 1280. Fourth one 496. Okay. Okay. The next one, third one. Sorry, second question. Calculate the percentage of each element in calcium carbonate. Calculate the percentage of each element in calcium carbonate. So calcium carbonate formula CaCO3. See, to find out the percentage we have one formula, right? So what is the formula? Percentage of calcium carbonate is equal to mass of the element divided by molar mass of the compound into 100. So each element we are going to find out. First calcium, then carbon, then oxygen. Okay, so percentage of calcium is equal to, what is the formula? Mass of element, or you can mention calcium. Okay, simply you can write element, that will also enough. So mass of calcium divided by molar mass of the compound. So first we need to find out molar mass of the compound. Okay, molar mass of the compound already we find out for this calcium carbonate. I think we got 100. Okay, so that value here we can apply. Okay, so percentage of calcium is equal to mass of the element in the compound, or mass of the calcium. Mass of the calcium how much? 40. Divided by molar mass of the compound, already we found, we got the answer 100 into 100. So we will get the answer 40. So first element got 40. Okay, then second element, the same way only, instead of this calcium we are going to apply carbon. Okay, so percentage of carbon is equal to the same formula. Once again you should write. So mass of carbon divided by molar mass of compound into 100. Mass of carbon how much? 12. So 12 divided by 100 into 100. You will get 12. Okay, 12 percentage. Then same thing for oxygen. Okay, so oxygen mass number 16. 16 into 3. Okay, 16 into 3. 48 divided by 100. We will get 48%. Here, when you are add this three answer, if you got 100 means your answer is right. If you didn't get 100 means you may put any mistakes here. Okay, so you can check this answer. Okay, the next one. Third question, calculate the percentage of oxygen in aluminium sulfate, Al2SO4 thrice, aluminium sulfate. So for this aluminium sulfate, calculate the percentage of sulfur in aluminium sulfate. For this calcium carbonate, we find out each and every element, right? But this aluminium sulfate, what they given in your question, only you need to find out for sulfur value. Okay, so sulfur S is equal to percentage of sulfur. Okay, percentage of sulfur is equal to, what is the same formula I should write? Mass of sulfur divided by molar mass of the compound into 100. So here, this molar mass first we need to find out for this aluminium sulfate. Okay, so aluminium mass number 27. So 27 into 2. Okay, plus, see the bracket, one whole bracket is there. Okay, then how many sulfur is there? Only one sulfur. So 1 into sulfur value 32. So 32 into, the whole bracket is there, right? So into this 3 plus, then how many oxygen? 4 oxygen. 4 into oxygen mass number 16. Okay. So 6 fours are 24, 4, 6. So 64 into again this 3. Okay. So 27 into 2, 54 plus, then 32 into 3, 96. Plus, then 64 into 3, 192. Okay, so 192 plus 96, 288 plus 54. Okay, you got the answer 342. So here, listen, instead of this molar mass of compound, you are going to apply this value 342 gram. And mass of calcium, mass of sulfur value, sulfur we found, sulfur 16, right? Sulfur value is 16. This one you should do. Okay, so 16 divided by 342 gram. Okay, you will get one answer. That is the final one. Okay, the next one, you can do it. So 16 divided by 342. Okay. Then see the next question, last question. Need to mark some more questions also, okay? So I am going first. Then calculate the percentage relative abundance of boron 10 and boron 11 if its average atomic mass is 10.804. Okay, so we need to calculate relative abundance of B10 and B11. So for the relative abundance, we have one formula. Remember this formula, relative abundance is relative abundance. That means mass of first isotope into mass relative abundance of first isotope. Okay, mass of first isotope into relative abundance of first isotope plus mass of second isotope into relative abundance of second isotope. So we are going to find out the value for B10 and B11. So we don't know the relative abundance value, so that this B10 is taken as X and B11 is taken as Y. Okay, and commonly you can take as this X plus Y is equal to 100. Okay, relative abundance, percentage abundance, so 100. So X plus Y is equal to 100. And relative atomic mass value is given. Its average atomic mass is 10.804. Okay, so what is the formula? Already I told you formula. Mass of, if it is confused means here you can write the formula. Okay, one more line you can use to write. So mass of first isotope, we can take, and this is a first isotope. So mass of first isotope into relative abundance of first isotope. Okay, write the formula. Mass of first isotope into relative abundance of first isotope plus mass of second isotope into relative abundance of second isotope. That means weight of first isotope into relative abundance, then second one weight of second isotope into relative abundance divided by 100. So this is weight, common weight, boron common weight. Okay. This boron 10 and boron 11, these are the isotopes. If you are taking carbon, carbon also have carbon 12, carbon 13, carbon 14 isotope. Like that, this boron also have some isotopes. So that is B10 and B11. Okay, so boron common value is 10.804. And boron 10 mass value is this value you need to learn. Okay, so 10.01294 and this boron 11 value is 11.009305, this value. Okay, so that formula we are going to apply here. Mass of first isotope into relative abundance of first isotope plus mass of second into relative abundance of second isotope. So this is mass value. Okay, so mass into X plus Y. Okay, X plus Y into 100. So from this one we are going to find out the value X. So X is equal to 100 minus Y. Okay, X is equal to 100 minus Y. So mass of first isotope this into relative abundance is 100 minus Y. Okay, mass of first isotope value into relative abundance value this one plus mass of second isotope this one 11.00, this value into Y. Okay, this one first, this one second, divided by 100. The next step, cross multiplication. When you multiply this 100 with this value, you will get 10.01. Okay, see the difference, minus this value into Y plus this value. Okay, then you can multiply it, you will get this answer, and this into 100 plus you can add these values. Okay, you will get this one is equal to, when you add this two value you will get this answer. Okay, from this you are going to find out Y. Y is equal to this value minus this value. Okay, you will get this answer. And how we can find out X means 100 minus from 100. Okay, X plus you can substitute this value here. Okay, X plus Y is equal to 100. So X plus Y, Y value this one, right? This one. It's equal to 100. So 100 minus this value, you will get 28%. Okay, have you understood? So if you have any doubt, you can ask me. Okay. So this first lesson also we marked everything, right? Okay. So study well and write your exam well. Thank you.